joining us on the Have You Tried podcast. Please make sure that you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We are super excited that you're here. If you have a story that you want to submit or a question you want to submit to one of us, please hit the link in the description below.
It's down below.
And we will get to that and we will share it on our following episodes.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on TikTok and YouTube. You can find me on TikTok at NurseBB24. You can find this lovely lady here at teacher_Vaughn.
Now on to the rest of the episode.
Welcome back. She always claps so aggressively.
She did it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you. Well, go ahead.
I am. Welcome back to the Have You Tried podcast. I almost said Teacher Vaughn. I'm Nurse Vivi.
And I'm Teacher Vaughn.
And we are so excited that you're here. First things first, is since we're in our 11th episode, we got some fan mail.
So we got a message in from Dakota. So Dakota wants to know, how do you know if you're well hydrated? This is for Nurse BB.
I like it, Dakota. Mm-hmm. So there are a few ways you can know if you're hydrated. I was just talking to Teacher Vaughn about this, actually. Mm-hmm. And she did really well. She answered the question first. And so there are a few ways you can know if you're well hydrated. First is your urine. So if your urine is a pale yellow, that's what color it should be, pale yellow. So if you notice it's like really dark, obviously if it's not yellow, there's a problem. But if it's, unless you're taking certain medications, that's my disclaimer. But yes, you want it to be pale yellow. You don't want it to be clear sometimes, so that could mean that you're overhydrated. But your urine tells you if you're hydrated well. And then they also look at your veins. If you look at your hand, like you squeeze your hand to make a fist, if your veins, if you can't really see your veins or they're not really like puffy in your hand, puffy is the only way I can think about it, then you might not be hydrated enough because they should be able to, you should be able to see them and like press them a little bit. So that just means to drink just a little bit more water. Yeah. And then also you can look at your, that's hydration. Yeah. You can look at your fingers. This is capillary refill. This tests the blood flow more so than if you're hydrated. But if you squeeze like your finger until it turns like white and then bring it back and watch the blood come back, that can be a sign of, it's more so circulation, not so much dehydration. But if you have good circulation, that means the water and nutrients are getting to where they need to go.
Ooh, ooh. Sweet. Yeah. Look at me. I could be a nurse.
You could be a nurse.
Yeah.
Great question.
Swap. Do you have one for me?
I do have one for you. It is from Fiona. She says,
"Oh, I love her.
Who was your favorite student?"
Because I'm no longer your teacher, I will say I loved you all equally. I have groups of favorites, and my group of favorites were all the students that I ever taught. There you go. That is my answer.
Well played.
Yeah. I can either say I hate you all equally or I love you all equally, and I don't hate anyone equally. So therefore, wait, let me pause. I don't hate anybody. Let me rephrase that. I don't hate or despise anybody.
I don't hate you all equally. Each person has a different level.
No, I Fiona was one of my close students. So like I really appreciated her like dedication and her hard work. She is very driven, and I am super excited to see what the future holds for you. So Fiona, good to see you, kid.
Oh, yeah, so sweet.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do too. But hey, I think this time we have a couple of things we want to teach you guys, besides whether or not your urine is telling you if you are hydrated or not.
Yes.
So I'm going to be teaching Nurse BB about intervals. So if you're one of my kiddos, you sure already know what an interval is. And then Nurse BB, what are you going to teach me today?
I'm going to teach you about the Allen test.
Like Woody Allen?
Sure.
All right, well, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So do you know what an interval is?
No.
You do. You better know.
Okay.
You better know.
Yes.
You come from a musical family. Get it together.
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's an interval?
It's the space between two notes.
Perfect. That is the definition I wanted you to know. So an interval is the space between two notes. So if I started on a concert B flat, and I wanted to sing another note that's not B flat, so that's a half step, but okay, that's really creepy. So actually, the step that she went is a minor second. So intervals go by unison, second, third, fourth, fifth, technically perfect fourth, perfect fifth. Then there's sixth, seventh, and octave. So if we were to go from in the musical alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I wanted to start on B flat. B flat to C would be a second. The way to remember that is literally you go up one step. Or if you've ever heard of Sound of Music, do, re, do. That is a way to remember that. For thirds, think of a doorbell. Re, or mi, do, mi, do. So that's anytime you go up to the door, especially those of you who just went trick or treating, ding dong, trick or treat. Like that's your third. Your fourth. You're gonna what?
Nothing. You're doing great.
Thank you. For a perfect fourth, you want to think of the song "Here Comes the Bride." So the first note and the second note are a fourth apart. So that's a way to remember it. My favorite interval is the perfect fifth because it reminds me of Star Wars. So bum ba 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 ba, right? But only the first two notes. 1, 5. That would be your perfect fifth. And I'm just realizing that doesn't have any lyrics. I really wanted to sing some lyrics. I was like, there's no lyrics for that.
No.
Somebody should come up with that. I mean, it's too late for that. But anyway, moving on. So for the sixth, I know a lot of people don't really watch cable TV anymore, but if you were back in my day and you had to wait for the commercials and you always heard NBC, the tune for NBC was literally 1, 6, 4. So you go 1, 6. That's the interval for a sixth. Mm-hmm. For a seventh, you can think of 2 different songs. Okay, so what I like to do is combine the seventh and the eighth, the octave, when I teach it, because I start with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Somewhere. So the first 2 notes are an octave apart. Same note, just 12 tones above. Somewhere. And then when you go to the seventh and you keep singing the song, that would be the seventh. So anytime you need to think of the seventh and the eighth, somewhere over the rainbow. And that's how you know what songs they are, like what your intervals are. So I'm going to test you real quick. That was a crash course. Ready?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to sing an interval and you tell me what it is.
Okay. I'm still stuck on Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Do, la. Just give me a number, 1 through 8. You have an eighth of a chance to get it right. Yes, it is a 6. Good job, because that's NBC. NBC, right? What about this? Bum, ba, ba, da. Here comes
That's the 4th.
That's the 4th. What about bum, ba, ba, ba,
that's
ba,
the 5th.
ba? Exactly.
Yeah, the 5th be with you.
And not the Sith. See what I did there? Anyway. Why are you going to do me like that? All right, what's another one? Somewhere.
8th.
Okay. Somewhere.
7th.
Yeah, but I didn't let me go. I should have just gone some
So there.
Yeah, that was the
7th. Okay. Obviously.
Ding dong.
That's the 3rd.
Do re do.
That's the 2nd.
Do do.
That's not very nice.
That's a unison. You just lived to cause me pain.
What? No.
Are you ready to teach me something?
I'm ready to teach you something.
Okay.
But all we have time for today is the Allen test.
Stop bullying me. I'm going to tell Mom. Mom! I'm going to go get her.
The fact that she walked into that one, though. You really did.
You're so mean to me.
I was actually being really nice. She's back. She's back, y'all. Everybody give her a hand.
Good.
If you say give her a hand, which hand do you give? Like, because that's clap, so that shouldn't say give you her hand. Because this is hands. So give her a hand should just be this. But then that's kind of silly. Ponder this. Anyway, thank you guys teach you guys all about the Allen test.
All right, I'm ready.
So you can do this on yourself, or you can do this with a partner. Conveniently, I have a partner, so you need a hand.
Yeah.
So, okay. So the Allen test is a fun test that we learned in nursing school. It is for before you go into surgeries, or if you have a certain test, they need to test the patency, which means the opening of your veins, your arteries, make sure they're working before they push medication in them, because nothing's worse than going under surgery and, like trying to put a medication in and it can't get to you because the vein is collapsed or the arteries closed. That's no fun.
No.
So they do this little test before certain procedures to make sure it works, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
So, that we have two sets on both sides. So we have the radial side, the ulnar side.
Okay.
So the ulnar side is typically associated with your pinky side.
Okay.
And the radial side's associated with your thumb.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking.
Yes. So what we're going to do is you have a radial pulse and you have an ulnar pulse. And we learned about pulses earlier, I think. But just in case you don't remember, that's where your heartbeat and different places in your body. So you're going to just take two fingers. It's better not to do it with your thumb because your thumb can throw off your pulse. So if you do it with two fingers, any two, it's fine.
Is it true that your thumb has its own pulse?
That's what they say.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to go ahead and press on about this part of your wrist until you feel a heartbeat.
I feel one here.
Perfect. And it may not be hard. It may not be beating like really fast. It may be really faint. And that's okay. So you're going to find that one.
Prominent.
That's good. Yeah. There should be one on the other side as well. That is your ulnar. Sometimes your ulnar.
Am I dead?
Is hard to find. What you're going to do is you're going to have the person make a fist. They're going to pump their hands a few times and they're going to make a fist. And what happens is all the blood is going to basically leave their hand. And what you're checking for is you're going to release one of the arteries. So you're occluding both sides. And so you're going to release one side and the blood's going to come back through. And that's how you're checking the patency. If the finger or the hand returns back, the color returns back, that is a good test, no problems. If it returns within, I think it's under like 3 seconds. You want it to return pretty quick. If it's taking a long time, then there's a problem. So you test both sides.
Okay.
And if both sides are great, then you know that you can use either side if you go under procedure.
Cool.
Okay, you got it?
Got it.
Let's do it for real. So pump your hand a few times. And then you're going to hold your fist. And I am going to go ahead and occlude both sides.
Ooh, that's a big word for Alma.
It's a big word for Alma. And go ahead and keep pumping your hand a few more times. Great.
Ghost. It's very pale on the inside.
And now hold it tight. Yes. And so you'll notice that your hand is getting pale, for lack of a better word. Pale. And now what we're going to do is you're going to open your hand and I'm going to release one side. All right. Open your hand and I'm going to release this side and the blood immediately comes back.
Oh, it got warm. That was weird.
It is. Now we're going to do the other side.
Okay.
Okay. So much. Goodness. Okay, you're going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to occlude both sides. I'm just going to close off, occlude, close off. All right, I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it.
Whoa.
You want to give it enough time. You don't want to release it right away because you want the test to like release you. All right, so open your hand. Let's see if they can see what it looks like. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to release this side. And it all comes back.
Ooh. That one felt slower than this one.
It returned pretty quickly. Pretty cool how our bodies are made.
I know.
Now you've learned the Allen test.
Sweet.
It's something you can do all the time.
Appreciate it.
Shouldn't do it all the time, but it's something you can do all the time.
This was a fun episode.
This was fun.
Yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out. We really appreciate it. Again, please, if you have a question or you have a story you want to share, you can email it directly to us. We finally have our own email. It's just haveyouttriedpodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit a form. It's in the description below. And we look forward to seeing that. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. And remember, don't knock it. So you try it.
Listen.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Peace.